Interstate Highway 35, IH-35, in South Austin, Texas. Man arrested. There's several vehicles here. Take a look at some of the scene. There's that white vehicle. This vehicle. Something else. Several police officers arrested. That. Sorry, Mom. Another vehicle over there you can't see. A couple more vehicles. About 6 to 10 police officers. Tighten this up for you guys. It's about as much as I can zoom in and see. I can see that. On the live stream, you can see that. You should be filming too. Always film the police, y'all. Protect the community. We want to record this for documentation purposes. I'm not really taking a side at this point. I fully support all lawful exercises by the people and their employees. That's what I support. There's some people over here that talk about things I love. Color.
Question?
I don't normally answer questions, but you can ask.
What's that, sir?
I said I don't. Just my camera.
You been sitting here long?
I just got here, actually.
Okay, all right. You just got here for the show, huh?
I mean, that's what I do. I'm pressed. We're all pressed when we hold the camera up, by the way.
You're not kidding there.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you've been sitting here for a long time and you've been watching this area or not.
No, I mean, what happened? I don't even know what happened.
Okay, thanks, man.
You don't know what happened? Sorry, Corporal. Okay. So I answered the question, and he was just fishing for information. They want to know if I'm in the parking lot, if I got evidence for them, if I will help them prosecute somebody, and I don't. I don't have any questions. And they're not answering questions, but they expect us to answer questions. And then they do the walk of shame. So the best advice I can give you guys when filming the police, and I've seen other people do this, I learned this from other people. They're searching that man right now. I've seen other people do this. Hold on, let me adjust my camera. That's as much as it goes. We're at Murphy's, next to Walmart. Walmart's a frequent arrest zone. Walmart or pro police cop collars. We got that man under arrest. He's gone. He's just been disappeared. He's back behind this fence where there's more units. Anyhow, so what was I saying? All the best advice I can give you is when you're approached by the police, whether it's on a traffic stop for any reason, anybody from the government, actually, anybody, any agents of the government, just say, I don't answer questions. And then clam up. I didn't do a good job of that this time. I chose to not exercise my Fifth Amendment, but you can invoke and re-invoke your Fifth Amendment rights at any time, but you have to verbally invoke them. So you have to say, I don't answer questions, I don't wish to talk to you, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment rights to not self-incriminate. And I've been arrested over 20 times. I think I got like 26 cases. I'm not counting 7 tickets, so over 31 cases, I believe it is, that I counted today. So AP murdered my dog. And cleared themselves for what they were doing. That's when I decided, boy, it'd been nice if somebody was filming that night. I would have had a stronger lawsuit. So this helped document for the public consumption for different reasons. I consider myself a legal documentalist, and videographer, and reporter, investigative journalist, all those things. Also an advocate, a judicial advocate for justice for all. Justice for all. It's a simple concept, not really that complex. Explaining it only makes it more complex. They don't want to answer questions, only you have to answer questions. They want you to answer questions, they want to act like it's a consensual conversation. I know all their little terminology and all their excuses, but I wouldn't take that job. I wouldn't do that to people. I wouldn't do it. I can't say the word because people might be offended if I said bastard cop. So I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is I would not take an oath and then violate the Constitution and harass and terrorize the public. Fishing expedition right now they're shining lights inside this little it's a Toyota Camry, like gray colored. What do you call that color? Anyhow, it looks different on the screen that I'm looking at on the phone than it does on the camcorder screen. The colors are definitely different. See if there's a set. Yeah, that's how it looks. Yeah, they approached me. I have my press badge on the dash, but they did not see it. So have your press badge ready and on the dash. Join some nonprofit media organization. I did. I've joined 2. Well, I've joined several now. But originally I was with the Advocate before I was even filming. An Advocate, and then that one kind of went belly up. That one was out of the art shelter, and then another one formed basically out of the art shelter by Valerie Ramos, the director, who's still there, still the director of the paper, and that was started about 12 years ago, or 13 years ago maybe, 12 and a half, I don't know. Anyways, I was one of the first reporters that signed up, and I've been doing this videography since after my daughter shot by Boston police officers. I sued in federal court, we settle out of court, we did a lot of non-monetary stuff. It's not all about the money, although justice includes money. It's just free to do. They can just freely shoot people's animals, murder people, and violate the law. The police can do that, the government can do that. Then we're not really free and safe. And there needs to be a punishment of some sort. And the only thing they really understand is the bottom line sometimes. Like, is it going to cost us money? Are we going to have more suits? All that kind of nonsense. They should be thinking about what is constitutional. Security guard took off. They weren't a part of me. I don't blame them. I don't want a part of it. Cops kept showing up over here. I saw some DPS officers hauling the butt down the freeway and down up across Ben White and all that, down the access roads, swerving around us and all that, and putting their emergency lights on at the last minute just to go through the light, but not to swerve around us and race around us at high speed. And so I thought I was just kind of take a gander at that, and bear witness to that, take a gander. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm old. I'm like 5,000 million years old. Anyway, so there's people that work here. Thank the cops for whatever the heck they're doing. Does anybody know what's going on here? If anyone's on here chatting, say hey and tell me what the heck is going on here. We got a car detained. They apparently don't have a warrant to enter because they're not entering it, and they know they're on camera. truck behind, or SUV behind the SUV. This SUV. Grayish blue one and the white SUV that's larger. Lots of people coming in for gas. So they should turn them out. One person just did both where it turned out. They would have been a Whataburger. There's a Whataburger next door 24 hours. People sleep in this parking lot here. They car camp. They rest on their long trips. There's no rest areas really here in Austin. So, yeah, you don't have any choices. There's no Next job. I'll get it back there and short for it. I can't see. It's short. Well, might be the one going through the car now. They're actually inside the car going through the car. Yeah, that was him. His name is short. Might be Noe. N-O-E. I'll have to zoom in on larger screen. Videos, some screenshots. Just to get that further. I'm at a safe distance, not bothering them, and I can zoom in, so not that great. Small screens, but still. Notice how I not only am I press, I let make space for other people that are filming so that they can be recognized as press, because that's the way the courts currently are ruled. Alright, there's a lady, an older woman, talking to the cops, going up to the car, leaving the car. Thank the cops. I don't know, maybe her car was stolen. Maybe somebody's parent picking up the car so it doesn't get towed. I mean, that is up to officers' discretion whether they let you keep your car or not. Or get it impounded for $200-300. Starting out, doing some items. It goes up every day. Didn't keep it there for storage fees. It's ridiculous the amount of money these tow companies, salvage yards are making off citizens, because a lot of them are owned, most of them traditionally in Austin, they're owned by police officers and ex-police officers, so they can make money in both directions. There you go. A good racket if you're in it, I guess. These officers are paying their rat. Got his face. Name and bad, last name and bad name. If it's not covered up by the pocket, by the hand, by the bulletproof vest, by the right gear. There's so many ways that they can block you from detecting their identity. And a lot of times, many times, well, maybe 50% or less of the times that I ask officers for their name and badge number, they refuse or remain silent along the way, or those are after you can't get it off their vest for whatever reason. They walk away. They violate their own policy. This says they have to identify theirs. They have to verbally identify. None of that. Well, you can just check my name badge. Right there, didn't you see it? Sorry, you didn't see it. I'm leaving. None of that belongs. But that's the game that they play, because everything is a game. It should be the law, it should be policy, it should be rules, it should be professionalism of conduct towards the public, especially towards the public, recording official acts. That's Section 302 of APD's own policy, police policy, general orders as they call it, and you should be able to get their information. It shouldn't be a secret. And that's because there's lots of laws, transparency of government laws that have been ruling across the United States. The policy reflects the law. It's not the law, but it reflects the law and the intention of the law. And we have just a problem with mutiny, thin blue line mutiny against Americans, tyranny against Americans. There's a lot of pushback that the citizens and the justice system needs to do towards the constitutionally invalidating authority of rogue police officers within the police state and the culture of rogueness within the police state, including the protectionism and political and judicial advocacy of corruption by the police unions across the United States, which are less labor unions and more just mobs. They're just police mobs. Fraternal orders of police is closer to it than it is to an actual union. Government employees don't be a freaking union. They're already getting paid by us. We're their union. We'll tell them what to do. We're their boss. And if they're our boss and we're not their boss, God help us. That's what the Supreme Court is. Houston versus Harris. Houston versus Hill. Sorry, Houston versus Hill. Mess that one up. There was Corporal here that came up. Just laughing, having a good time. Another steroid cop next to him. Cop Mike who's on steroids. He looks very full of something looking right at me. They're laughing at me. I'm filming. They think this is all funny. Let's see right there. So you got the muscle and the ringleader. That's how they roll. Like that's how Sergeant Yarger rolls. He's got a muscle now to protect him from whatever and hurt people, and the little guy gets to get an ego trip because he's in control of the muscle guy. They can both like do stuff together. I'm sorry, those are just my opinions. Get up with your own opinions. Anybody know what that cop's name is? That police officer that's laughing at the member of the press who walked up on Intimidation. If you walk up with someone in your cosplay uniform, all armed and dangerous, within an organization that has a history of racism, corruption, and violence towards members of the press and members of the advocacy, activists, all that. You're in intimidation, whether you like it or not. Especially with my PTSD, I'm extra sensitive to all that kind of nonsense. I've been beat up, tased, arrested, shoved, threatened so many times I couldn't tell you. Like dozens and dozens and dozens of times by APD alone. So, and by various, they all know my name, they all target me, they think it's funny to like call me out by name in the public. You know, they were doing it all, they did it all day yesterday. Or at least several of them did. Even DPS got involved protest yesterday, and I was just filming, and they even shoved me, and I was just filming. While I was quietly filming, they shoved me. I wasn't protesting or anything, so they shoved me, and then I protested that. I got mad, and so like I'm just done. Like I'm just so done with all this crap that I have to take from these glorified peace officers, aka thugs, at APD. They've targeted me too many times. These guys are really short names. Like 2 or 3 letters. This corporal got 2 bars and 2 smaller bar things. I believe that's corporal. But he's the highest ranking officer out of all these guys. That's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers. I think there was more than that. Well, we had 1, transport leave. So there's at least 1 or 2 officers in there. So I'm going to say there was at least 6 officers here. 7. Yeah, let's keep it a man as far as I saw. SUV, and behind that there was like a bluish gray SUV. Another unit here. Gas pump block. It's a marked Fords. Oh, yeah, I think the first one's a big Explorer or Expedition. The other one was an Explorer. We're done anyhow. I gotta get crap. I'm in a civil suit and I've got some criminal cases against it. Retaliatory criminal fake cases, false arrest by APD. Well, we got some more stuff over here. Hold on. I say that and then I see more cops over. Saw other cars parked with the lights on, but they're parked funny. Well, that could be security, but there's 2 of them. One of them looks like APD. Only know I'm here at least. Gray, we're at T-Mobile. Doesn't look to be broke into or anything. Let's just see how this goes. See how many people. So basically, by making them aware of your presence, you should be able to de-escalate the situation. It's up to the individual aggression of the officers. I'm going to set up a body cam on the scene. There's a license plate here at the Zoom camcorder. Silver SUV, doesn't have a make or model on the back. It's well shaped. Texas Exempt 1578337. Police undercover. Looks to be like possibly a Chevy. Number nice people in Austin. I don't know what's the status of that law. They don't like to read your rights before they be in their interview with these guys. So I don't know if it's legal or not. I don't know. If there's any lawyers watching, kind of chime in. Because I'm not currently. I heard that Miranda was overturned, diminished, or watered down by case law and courts. So just because it's the law doesn't mean it's right. Slavery was legal. Lots of things are legal. I told a judge the other day that there's lots of illegal things that the state and city can do to you that the Supreme Court of the United States has outlawed. But basically, because we're in a constitutional law state, unless the legislature gets rid of a law, the legislative bodies, I should say, city, municipal, county, and state, unless they get rid of a law, it's just there, and they can use it anytime, even though it'll be overturned if you fight it. Judicial precedent, judicial case law. Oh, he's not handcuffed. He just had his hand behind his back. Okay, that's interesting. They're just questioning him. He is under custodial arrest. He's not free to go, as I understand it. But again, we need some lawyers on here to kind of clarify some of these laws. And so if you get some lawyers in a room, so you get 5 lawyers in a room and ask them an opinion, you might get 15 opinions. So the law is not always clear. It's interpretive, it's fluid, it moves around. It really depends on what law you're talking about. The Supreme Court is in the Constitution or the Supreme laws of the land, as I understand. Then you got statutory law, which is state law. Then you got municipal codes, which I'm still not clear on that. That's an area of contention. They're moving in on the guy. They got 3 officers moving. 2 more officers. 3 more. 1 walked off. Back to the other scene at Murphy's. We're here at the T-Mobile on Slaughter Lane and IH-35 South. There are 10 officers on the scene right now. They've already arrested 1 man and transported him. They're now investigating another man. And he's talking to him. He's not exercising his 50-minute rights properly. Just as a note. Don't talk to cops. Say this with me. Yes, sir. I don't answer questions and then just pipe up. Start asking you questions. It sounds like this. It works like magic. Try it sometime. It's the fastest way to de-escalate an investigation against you by the police. And it's what a lot of lawyers have said on YouTube and other places you should do. Don't talk to cops. I don't answer questions. I'd like to invoke my 5th Amendment right to not self-incriminate. I don't answer questions. That'll suffice, but you have to verbally invoke your rights as I understand. These are my understandings. I'm not a lawyer. I don't play one on TV. I just like to be free. I like to have the constitutional protections afforded to me. I would like each of us to have our constitutional protections preserved for eternity and even expanded in the interest of justice, freedom for all. There's 3 cops lined up next to this guy. They're all ready. I don't see any gloves on. One there on the second from the left is resting his hand on top of his guns. Actually, both of them on the left. All 3 are holding their guns. They're just cradling their arm and they're ready. They're in the ready position. This one's playing with his trigger. So playing with this, not with his trigger, he's playing with his grip. Resting his hand, one on the middle, resting his hand on there. I hope you guys can see this. It's clearer on my other video. Wow. Wowzers. It's cool. I fully support officers playing with their guns. It's so cool. Troopers in action. Here we go. Pretty close to that guy. Guy's got his hand behind his back. metrics, technically a quota, but they just call it performance metrics and things like that. They get advanced throughout the ranks, pay scale. Good performance reviews, which involve showing how many cases you have of your colleagues. This is how it works. And it goes on and on. It's just everything is so complex and convoluted, from the jails to everything, court, police. It's all a lot of work to be done. It begins with documenting and bearing witness to the oppression of others, and we're supposed to cover each other. Cover each other. Anybody out here midnight filming the police with me. Now that I'm engaged in it, I don't want to hear the fourth officer coming back. He's walking back on foot, of course. Of course, on foot. There we go. They're going to effect an arrest or let him go. Or possibly get the ticket, not usually. When they're this invested, they want to arrest somebody. The muscle-bound cop, the bigger cop is trying to laugh. He's kind of looking at fellow officers. Something's funny over here. Still looking at him. Verbal without going over there. If I go over there, I'm taking a lot of risk, and I can't do much risk right now. This is actually more risk than I should be doing during court cases that are doing a lot of legal work today. I've got a long night of legal work, so I got to get back to that. So I'm hoping that they let this guy go, and a quick discretionary non-arrest, and move on to go protect the public, and stop worrying about property or whatever their issues are. Prioritize people's lives and well-being under the authority of policing property. But hey, that's just my opinion. You can have your own opinion. Black headband. Interesting. Like the rest of their hands on their guns. Looks to be a coerced but a consensual conversation at this point. That's what they'll call it. Like, that's why you should be quiet, because they're getting information on you. They're pretending you're giving them permission to talk to them. Basically, to them, you're consenting to have a consensual conversation, participating in a consensual conversation, and it's an investigation. And they're not telling you that it's an investigation. You think it's a conversation, and they're investigating you. They're not there talking to monkey tricks, but I just think they're awkwardly standing. It looks blurry on my camera. Let me check this lens off. Pardon the interruption. That doesn't look any clearer to me. I need a better phone. It's on the list of things I need. I need a better phone. This is an older phone. Hombre. I was trying to go to Walmart and get some stuff for my lizards, but it ain't gonna happen today. It's gonna have to happen tomorrow afternoon. At this point, I'm tied up. A sore throat from mold in the air and pollen, I think. There's actually a lot of dust and dirt in the air from the city's pollution. Government's pollution, developers' pollution. There's a lot of pollution from everything from street sweepers that kick up dirt everywhere, construction sites, leaf blowers. They make a mess everywhere. The air quality in Austin's crap. Don't move here, you're gonna get sick. It's only getting worse. City says it's pro-environment, but it's actually pro-capitalism, anti-environment. Infrastructure here is falling apart. The roads are bad. There's sewage water in the drinking water. Whoa. That's hard. Gas station. 75 feet away, 100 feet away, something like that. There's two related incidents, it looks like to me, but I'm just guessing because when I asked the corporal in charge, he wouldn't tell me. So what do you want me to do? Happened by the scene. Trying to get to Walmart. Watching the DPS go down this way. Yes or no? We've got a lot of time and manpower and tax money invested in this. 8, officers, you know. Are they going to arrest this guy? They already got their collar with the other one, but they can't get a 2-for-1 here, right? They want a 2-for-1. Kill 2 birds in one, 2 citizen birds with 1 stone. I don't know. Figuratively, of course. I didn't mean literally. Get 2 arrests in 1 stop. It's just a desired thing for this, I would think. But I'm still learning. The police will disagree with me, and they have their own narrative, so. What do you think? Is it all good? It's all good. Everything's cool. Fully support what the police are doing tonight. This man, fishing expedition, Miranda-less investigation. They're not informing the person of their rights, most likely. Based off my hundreds of police stops in Austin. I don't think I've heard that Miranda, including my 31 arrests and tickets. I don't think I've been Mirandized once. Not in jail, not on the street, nowhere. If you're a cop in this situation, wouldn't you have your hand closer to your taser than your gun, so that you don't mistake your gun for your taser, like that? Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name. Cop in Dallas did. She shot that young man. Color? I can't remember none of it. I've just been so tired. Just overwhelmed. The word for me this week, this month. May's been a rough month. I'm due for a little break, just to let you guys know. Due for a little bit of R&R. Been a long many times. I'm just reacting to the war that the police have declared on me. My free speech and freedom of press, which involves all of us, potentially. So, that's the war, and I'm just reacting to it. Filming is not a crime, photography is not a crime, advocacy, legal advocacy, documenting free press is not a crime, freedom of speech is not a crime. It's a crime actually to abuse those laws, abuse citizens, privacy of our rights. It's actually against the law. Definitely trying to uphold the law, even expand the law. But I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be arrested. So if they tell me to leave, I'm gonna go. I'm not saying I won't find one location to film from. There's some other options, but I'm tired, so my option is a little bit. Coffee's not working no more, y'all. Got some iced coffee at Bennu. It was alright. I think Summer Moon has better coffee, but their politics bother me. Who do you think's the best coffee in town? Don't tell me McDonald's and Starbucks. I've heard that before. I'm not interested. Tell me what the best independent coffee in Austin is. Go stand there in shorts, tennis shoes, black shirt, no hat. And we just standing there with the ponytail on. Lean in again. Here I can't. Whatever they identify as, but from here it looks masculine. That's what it's masculine. It's talking to this other man right here, white male, detained. The subject of Austin police investigation right now. You're watching it live on Lizzardo Giganticus. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share videos, look around at the live streams, look around at the other released videos that are not live streams. And, feel free to comment about how you think people should have rights or not. Do you think the police should violate people's rights? And if it's cool, and if this is a good stop, what do you think about this? What do you think about the world? What do you think about Starbucks? Jobs that are leaving. They're done with this dude. They're done with taking us somewhere. Taking us somewhere. What? Are you? Okay, I don't answer questions. Do I have to answer? So that's an example of how to handle that. That was an idiot guy. They're walking that guy over. Not having a good night. I would like it to not have to film these cops. He got his hand behind his back. See handcuffs, but they're walking over somewhere else. Let's go this way. Stuck me or not? Turn the lights on now. I've got this actually mounted on the side of this vehicle. I'm trying to get a big conversation with the cops. I'm trying to let them know that I know my rights. Without saying I know my rights because they think that stuff's funny. That I know my right stuff, it is hilarious. There's somebody sleeping on the ground, sleeping bag, tiny sleeping bag because Austin doesn't care about its citizens. These people out to die. So take them somewhere. Not allowed to film, got any questions? I want to answer questions. gloves on. That's not a good sign. I'm telling you right now, put the gloves on. No rubber gloves. Really rubber gloves. Not good. So they're probably latex. Whatever they call them. Not good. All three of them putting their gloves on. They're arresting this guy for show. Turn around and come over here. Hiding up on the site. They got his backpacks. This guy's probably living on the streets. Put his backpack on top of the car. Get you guys closer. His backpack on top of the car. That's the closest I can get. Guys and gals, etc. So far, they're not arrested. They're still on a fishing expedition. After all this time, they haven't determined whether they have probable cause to arrest him or he would be under physical arrest. He's under verbal arrest. He's under what's called custodial arrest, and I understand in the state of Texas. If you're not free to go, you're under arrest. It's not a detention like APD always said. You're just being detained, you're just being detained. It's like a consensual conversation. You're being investigated and you're under arrest, verbal arrest, custodial arrest, in my opinion. I'm a lawyer. Let's get some lawyers in. Get this bag fishing for some probable cause. Potentially. Unless they're looking for something that was stolen or something like that. Some kind of contraband that they already knew of. This is a warrantless search, in my opinion. A violation of the 4th, 14th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution and the state Texas Constitution. Rights. But technically, the Bill of Rights is the first 10 years, not the 14. The press is laws and privilege. The judge should have had to give him permission to go through this guy's stuff unless he consented, which is another reason you have to invoke your 4th Amendment right also. You're not consenting to search and seizures of my personal property effects. You know how to have some effects. Alright, they're done with the search. Doesn't look like they found anything else. Bags, evidence bags. Something out of his pocket. His clip fell or his flashlight. The man's getting his stuff back. Yes. Taking the gloves off. Yes, I was so wrong. I'm so glad to be wrong. This man is free. As far as I can tell, he is free to go. He has been unarrested effectively. And sometimes the camera is a positive factor. He's able to go free, walking away. The gloves are off. The gloves, APD's gloves, one of pair is off. A second pair is coming off. The third cop still has some gloves on. And all the other cops seem to have left. It's a happy day in South Austin. Far South Austin. Heading to Buddha and Kyle. Buddha, Kyle. Oh, he's gonna go talk to the cops. Go talk to see exactly. Don't talk to them. Don't thank them. Don't talk to them. He's looking for something. He's putting his stuff down. Other cops going to the white vehicle. The other officer was getting a drink, soda or Slurpee or something. Good. Glad he asked for his stuff back. I wouldn't drink after he'd been in their custody. To be tampered with. Same reason you wouldn't leave your stuff at a bar. People that might take advantage and might tamper with your drink. You're coming my way. Good. I'm glad another person on the street wasn't arrested tonight. Now, there are times, like in cold weather, where some people that I know, I've known in the past, will try to be arrested so that they can get 3 square meals and shelter. But usually that comes with a price also. Trauma, take a lot of risks. Pretty hardcore, what I'm saying. Not everyone's up to that. All the cops are done here. They're about to pull out. How about I pull out first? Hey, thanks for watching, y'all. Speak up sometime. Write up in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, support.